Okay, some news from just earlier today.
Yep, they had the Nintendo Direct that just happened, and shout-outs to YouTube streaming so I could actually watch it.
I know, me, dude, same here. I came in a few minutes late. Oh, well, I just went back to the start.
Yeah, and Twitch is blocked at my work, so I can't even watch Twitch at work. So,
Well,
but I got to see it, so.
nice. Thanks to YouTube's. Yeah, lots of interesting info. For example, well, not all of it's new, but for example, it comes out on 3DS in summer.
Yeah, which is crazy that it's and the Wii U one is coming out in winter.
Right.
Crazy to me that they're
Both
coming,
of 2014.
Yeah, crazy that they're coming so far apart from
Right.
each other.
That's what I
But
think too.
I think what they're trying to do is probably just maybe get everyone to buy the DS one, and then.
I'm gonna buy the DS now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So-
I see. Oh, okay.
So
okay.
mission accomplished.
So
Okay.
that's right. You don't even have a 3DS.
I don't have a 3DS.
Dude, now we can street pass each other. Hey.
I know what it is. I borrowed your 3DS
Yeah,
to
I know,
play
I
the
know,
Zelda
I know,
on
I
it.
know,
So
I know.
yeah, I know what it is. So there's that. Let's see. Both versions will have net play. I'm reading on the recap on shoryou.com.
So I mean, one of the craziest thing about net play was that they have that new feature for fun, or what was the other one? For glory.
Yes.
The for fun or the for glory was fascinating.
So okay. For fun, picks random stages except for Final Destination, and will include items. For glory is only Final Destination. Regardless of which stage you pick, apparently, every stage turns into Final Destination. It's all just flat and no items.
No items, Final Destination.
So
only.
it's clearly a nod to the competitive scene, at least like some Reddit posts like misunderstanding of what the Smash competitive scene is.
They must really love Final Destination.
Yeah, oh,
and
check
no
out this
items.
meme. Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, he literally the translation literally said no items, Final Destination only.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I mean, that's like, it's weird because in Smash it's not the case that it's just Final Destination. Like there's some stages that have and some characters that do better on ledges and platforms. So like I don't know, it's kind of a weird idea, but
What I would have liked to have seen them add, honestly, is like every stage has two variants: Final Destination mode and Battlefield mode.
There you go.
Which is the standard 3 platforms. However, I still think it would be kind of cool if the standard 3 platforms were slightly different between the stages.
different
Like,
spacing.
Yeah, different spacing, different widths, maybe different heights, maybe some move up or down, kind of like Dreamland or whatever like that. That would have been kind of neat.
That sounds pretty neat. Yeah, but hey, it's just going to be Final Destination. So, I guess the benefit of that, if you can call it that, is that there's no quibbling. There's no like arguments like about which stage gets on there. There's no question of the stage mattering to tiers, because every character for the competitive scene is going to play on the same stage. And so it's going to end up being like conversations where we could say like, well, in Street Fighter 2, if E Honda had a platform that he could walk on to go over fireballs, like he'd be better, but like it's irrelevant. There's no platform.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if they play at tournaments, they'll probably still include other stages, I would imagine, right?
I mean, this thing says there are 2. Oh, this is just online.
This is just online, yeah, on the for glory.
I thought that was offline.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. Then it's
I'm
not
sure
gonna be
everything is customized. I mean,
I would hope so.
One of the things they showed was weird customizable mode that you can only do offline.
Right.
Where you could like just change the way all moves behave and stuff like that. So.
But they're trying to create a standard at least.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. We'll see. I'm
there's-
glad that's not offline.
I mean, there's a couple of things that to me are good signs. Right?
Okay.
One, that they even put the for glory mode in there.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
It definitely shows that they're paying attention.
This is the man who put in tripping last game,
Right.
basically to say F you to the entire competitive community.
Yes.
And now he put in the competitive
Right.
mode, right?
Right. At least the whatever.
Yeah. Another
his
one
view of
is
it.
just really how much they seem to be trying to balance games. Right?
Yeah,
a
right.
lot of people said Sakurai kind of purposely buffed Meta Knight a little too much, because Meta Knight is one of his favorite characters of all time, because he's the guy who created Meta Knight
Right.
and Kirby and all that stuff. But it sounds like they're doing a really decent job trying to balance all
Yeah.
the characters. And the last thing that I actually think was really cool, that I don't know if everybody else thinks the same way, I think it's really cool that Zero Suit Samus and regular Samus are two completely different characters. That Zelda and Sheik, two completely different characters. You can't change into each other anymore. Because it was really kind of weird in tournaments how everyone just used Sheik, they never changed. And like, if you were Samus in Brawl, you didn't want to lose your suit, or if you were Zero Suit Samus, you never wanted to get back into the suit or whatever like that. So to me, it was just really kind of neat that they just kept them separate characters now.
I'm fine with it. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. I don't know that I love it or anything. It's okay.
I don't know. It was cool to me. So.
No big deal to me. Yoshi's coming back. They also said Charizard and Greninja will be playable characters.
Yeah, I'm sure when Greninja showed up, like the entire Pokemon world was like, "Oh my god!"
Probably.
And I was like, "Yeah," because when I first saw the build-up and stuff like that, I was like, "Yo, Mewtwo's coming back." And then it was Greninja. And I was like, what the hell is a Greninja?
Right? That was my exact reaction. I was like, oh, because there's this like orb starting up. And I'm like, oh, all right,
Mewtwo's coming back, yeah. And then Greninja. And I was like, what the... what the hell is a Greninja, dude?
I haven't kept up with Pokemon. But I wonder, like, is that like a well-known
It's an Pokemon? X and Y Pokemon.
But among that set, is it like one of the better known...
I don't know if it was a better
Pokemon,
to my opinion, the way it looked like they were presenting it is that it's one of like some special Pokemon like a Mewtwo or Lucario or something like that.
Okay, if that's the case, then maybe that makes more sense. But I wonder if it's like picking like just a random Pokemon. Like I hope it's not like here's Hitmonlee, he's in the game.
Kind of like Charizard, right?
Well, no, Charizard at least is like the evolved form of like one of the 3 starting ones. Fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It has that going for it. I don't know if Greninja is a starter.
Greninja is just a starter Pokemon. That's it.
He's a starter now.
Oh my god, that's it. He's just a starter Pokemon, and
I mean, Charizard's like the same deal.
I guess.
So that makes more sense, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Pokemon, and nothing against it.
You know more than I do because you actually used to play the original.
I played a ton of the original,
right?
But, I just haven't kept up with the new games. I mean, they have all looked good. I don't have any particular reason for not playing them. Right. So,
in fact, I have never played a Pokemon game.
Yeah, you missed that boat by just a few years. I
think. Everything I know about Pokemon comes from Smash. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The only reason why I even know like the names of a lot of them is because of that. So
my brothers and I played it all the time. We accidentally, I think, stumbled upon the tier list. It was really cool. I found out like last year what the actual tier list is for Red Blue. It's basically all the characters that we played, except for, I think, Tauros, who apparently has like a really high chance to deal critical damage or something. I didn't know about that at the time. But other than that, we pretty much had it nailed. So that was cool to see. Anyway, so lots of Smash news that I thought was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And they specifically talked about how they are balancing things. Like that was even apart from the Final Destination stuff. They talked about how. Like in the last game, like this character had some problems.
Like I actually thought it was really cool that they even mentioned. I forgot who it was. It might have been Olimar or something. They're like, we're still trying to figure out how to make this work.
Right? Yeah.
Like they even just said that in there, and I was like, dude, that's neat.
Yeah, and they when they were talking about and other characters have been buffed too, and they like showed Sonic, and like they had an understanding of who sucked.
Who's it said that? Kumar says Rosalina though, dude.
Oh, she looks so cool.
Dude, that looks so fun.
She really looks cool.
Yeah, and Mega Man's Final Smash just got like I've only played mostly regular Mega Man, a little X, but the fact that they put them all in there for that, I just thought that was really cool. So
yeah,
I just
it definitely
that was
really,
is cool. Really neat. So
I really like the design for Rosalina. I thought that was cool. I think they went into Little Mac's design a little bit more.
Yeah.
Interesting grounded options and. Anyway, it seems to be shaping up to be a really cool game.
I'm super hyped for this game right now. So,
Me too.
And you know what the craziest thing was? Like, a lot of the footage that they showed were all combo footage.
Yeah.
They were showing a lot of combos and all the stuff like that. So.
And they showed, and they talked about actual utility. Like, this is his recovery move. Like, I feel like when they made Smash, was this?
I know, right?
This is the recovery move.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. Like that was the intention originally.
I thought it was really cool that Little Mac is just like ridiculous on the ground, but in the air he's like bad.
Right.
Like that's just cool to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe that means he'll suck, but at least they're trying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, there's good Smash stuff going on. New Divekick character.
Yes. And this is so funny because like. the DiCaprio announcement came out, right?
Right.
And then Skullgirls did the parody with Fukua.
Right.
And then the Divekick trailer was pretty epic too. So it was pretty funny how they're like, who we would never, like, in a world, blah, 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 where we would never sell out until now.
Right,
and
yeah.
I was like, dude, that's pretty funny. So
Yeah,
because they put in what's his name?
Johnny Gat.
From, I guess...
From Saints Row, yeah. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I have no idea. I don't even know anything about Johnny Gat.
I don't know anything about Johnny Gat either, but from a fighting game character perspective, he looks like he's really interesting. I don't know what the weaknesses are. That's what I'm looking for. But right now, just from the small, very small footage that they showed, he has this great kick angle. It seems like it's kind of like Sensei's kick angle, like the kick part of it. Very, very strong, kind of steeper kick angle. And his foot like hit the ground. It seemed like it's not like a Kung Pao where like it can whiff.
Disappears.
You know what I mean? So that seemed really good. His air special is gravity. It was like Kokonoe gravity.
Dude, that thing was funny, dude. I was just like, what? It's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see that.
Dude, and that's gonna blow up Kung Pao.
Maybe so.
Because like if you suck her up way up there, what is she gonna do? She's just gonna be like dive. Woo!
Yeah, no, that could be. I'm really interested to see how that plays out. And then his ground special was
like
to like call a car, and the car just went along the ground.
Yeah, and it beat him. Like, I mean, like
it hit Mr. N.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like, has there like everything else that's like projectile-ish in the game doesn't actually ever win you the round. That's like the first one that actually like wins you the round. That's like the first time I've seen anything win a round that's not an actual dive kick, right? Am I wrong about that one, or because like Stream's Flame doesn't do it, Kenny's little sphere doesn't do it.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
That's like the first thing that actually seems like wins. So it was really interesting to me. So
yeah, definitely. I thought that was really cool looking. Like I said, very short footage, but those tools seem really good.
Yeah.
The kick, the car going on the ground, the black hole. So I want to see what the downside is before talking about whether he seems good. Maybe it's some huge downside. I don't know.
And Edition is still the best name ever. So
it's the most clever name. Yeah. It's really, really good.
And then of course they also announced that in terms of Skullgirls, that I mentioned Fukua, who was the kind of joke character, April Fool's, kind of making fun of DiCaprio. But apparently everyone wants her to stay. So she's going to remain in the beta of the PC version until they could actually balance her out, because they created her with no balance in mind.
Right.
And then she will be patched into all the home versions.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, more characters. That game definitely,
it
can't hurt to have more characters. So.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And it's nice. I guess the community feedback was good enough, because they said that they'll keep her in if the community wants her in.
Right. Just like everyone wants to keep the URF mode of League of Legends, so...
Yeah, I keep seeing all my friends post about it, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, you don't know what it is? I actually was talking to Pat the Flip recently, and basically it is like a no cooldown, like no mana version, where you just go around... Like everything has like really short cooldown. But you just go and you just like everything is just like spam like crazy and stuff like that. That seems
super busted. Is it?
Yeah. There's like no balancing in it whatsoever or whatever. But apparently people like it. So
is it URF? It's not URF.
It's URF. It's like Ultimate Rapid Fire or something like that.
I thought it was like, them just yelling URF.
Like Will Smith.
Yeah.
Welcome to Earth.
That's what I thought. That's seriously what I thought it was. I'm kind of disappointed now. Man, I used to be so into that game. I don't know what happened.
Should probably talk. Yeah. Also, PlayStation All-Stars is getting a patch. So a lot of these games coming back, and PlayStation All-Stars also going to be at the Runback, and the winner, I think, of the season gets a PlayStation 4, I believe.
I think that's starting this Thursday, right? Yeah. It's going to be on. Yeah.
So that's really crazy that they, a new patch coming up, and. I was reading some of the patch notes, and it's super detailed, dude. There's so many changes. Holy crap. They're really trying to make, like, the definitive edition of that, so.
And I saw that, too. I wish that I still knew the game well enough to critique those and to... I played it a lot for the first I don't know, a few weeks, maybe a month. But then everybody seemed to drop it, so I didn't have anybody to play against anymore. Yeah. So.
Oh, the patch is out already.
Yeah, it's out.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I mean, that's a lot of the outside. I mean, like the extra fighting game news out there.
Right. Let's see.
Should probably mention.
I mean, we can do this in after a break, probably, because that's a big topic.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And then they did. So this might not last long. So get it while you can. But apparently, let me see. What is this? It's Slitherware. Okay. So a guy by the name of Slitherware has finally figured out how to hack the PC version of Street Fighter so that you can see hitboxes. So we can finally see hitboxes. So we finally have updated hitboxes. So that'd actually be really cool to have.
I hope they just take images of all of them, if nothing else.
You know that amazing Third Strike site, right? Where they actually show every frame one by one. That's what somebody needs to do.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, if I had the time free, I'd be doing it right now. Because I have, like, crazy plans for SRK Wiki.
That'd be so good on
which
SRK
I can't
Wiki.
do any of because I just don't have time, right? So, but, dude, I just want to, like, play with that, mess with it, and see how it looks and stuff.
I would really want to see some...
Yeah. What would also be really super interesting, honestly, is if the tool works on all the versions of PC Street Fighter. Because then we could compare and see where the
that would be cool,
and stuff like that.
I mean, I know that there are phantom changes in moves, so it'd be good to get like actual data on that.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. And hopefully it's still around when Ultra Street Fighter 4 comes out, so that we can see Hugo Stanfierce hitbox,
jeez.
which is move this thing.
Wait.
So it's basically like this. This is Hugo Stanfierce. Like this,
pretty much,
it's actually this big.
Yeah, like because you were using it as anti-air, and you were like boom, and like you were hitting them with your fist, and they like hit the ground too.
Right. Yeah, I was hitting them with like the top of Hugo's head. Basically, you can't jump over it. It's crazy. Like I was fiercing Elena out of the air. Have you seen her jump? It's gigantic. And nobody can duck it. I tested against Chun-Li crouching. She can't duck it.
Cool.
It's everywhere.
Dude, is that move super cancelable, I wonder?
I tried.
Oh, so you tried to red focus out of it? Okay.
But it was not.
Okay.
I don't know. I keep thinking that move's going to get nerfed, but...
Dude, I hope not.
I hope not, too.
I hope not, too. Because honestly, like, I feel like that's kind of what's keeping him in competitive.
Yeah, I agree. It's a big part. Okay, you want to take a break?
Sure. Okay. When we come back, we'll talk about some little extra news. So, okay.
Also, big news out of Major League Gaming. Apparently, they have picked up Injustice.
Yep.
There was a bunch of tweeting going on by Adam from MLG. He was like very strongly hinting that they were going to pick up both Injustice and Killer Instinct, but so far they've only announced that they're getting Killer Instinct.
No, Injustice.
I'm sorry, yeah, Injustice for the Anaheim MLG Anaheim, which is June 20th through 22nd.
That's going to be a busy time.
So that's a super busy time. That's CEO and MLG and Evo basically happening 3 weekends in a row.
Is it really?
Right? Or 3 out of 4. It's
something like that. It's pretty ridiculous.
Very, very quick in time.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's big news for the Injustice community.
That's first time they've had Injustice, right? Because previous to this, they've only had Mortal Kombat, right?
As far as NRS games, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but apparently they're capping it at 128. I know for Smash, like they're trying to keep it an open bracket because they're trying to get as many people as possible or something like that.
Yeah, I think they capped it at 1,000 and
like
something.
124 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like some crazy high number. Like insanely high number. But 128 is definitely more doable.
Yeah.
And I know that the Injustice community is supporting it a lot. There are already people who have announced that they're coming from New York and from Georgia and from all over the place.
Yeah.
And the Southern California scene seems to be really into it too. So, in the past, MLG Anaheim has had issues with, a number of attendees.
Yeah.
when I went 2 years ago for KOF and Mortal, there were not many people.
It was really empty.
It was pretty empty, to be honest. I think the number of entrants was something like 30 or 40 for KOF and something similar for Mortal Kombat, which is not at all what they expected. Right? Obviously, they wanted way more. The games themselves were good. I mean, the matches were good. You know, there were good players there. Right. That wasn't the issue. It was just that there weren't that many people.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that just comes down to the fact that they're still not familiar with the FGC audience and the fact that the FGC is poor. I mean, honestly, the spectator fee is expensive.
It's quite expensive.
It's pretty expensive to go there just to watch, right? And I mean, let's just contrast this to SRK putting out the poll for Evo. Hey, do you want to make the entry fee for Street Fighter and Marvel to $20 instead of $10 so that the prize pots can be bigger? And everyone on that thread was like, no. Like, oh, that's like more money than I have to spend now and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, $10? You know, you're traveling to Vegas already, right?
Hey,
and, you know,
yeah.
But, you know, I mean,
not
you
gonna
can't
quibble with that.
Right, exactly. But that's the audience that the fighting game community has.
Right.
And so if by charging that much for a spectator fee, I think it's going to be hard to get a lot of people watching your fighting game. Because if you're not playing, I don't know if you're going to go watch.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I do think that quite a few people will be there to play.
I hope so.
Because,
I hope so.
Well, for whatever reason, the NRS scene seems like it's just more willing to accept MLG, and I know that they have more of a history with it. Right. So maybe that's the reason. But they do seem cooler with it than a lot of people in other parts of the FGC scene.
I mean, I also think, you know, a lot of it comes down to the fact that when Mortal Kombat was there, it was one of the primary, you know, it was one of the main games there, right? If not the main fighting game there. And, you know, most games that aren't Marvel or Street Fighter are usually mad because most tournaments are so Marvel and Street Fighter focused. You know, so in a way, apparently MLG Anaheim is not getting Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's right. They said they are not.
In a way, that's kind of a good thing.
For Injustice, you mean?
For the other games.
Okay.
Because now, like, Injustice and if they get Killer Instinct, won't have a problem of getting overshadowed by another game or something like that. Well,
maybe you think that's different enough?
It's different enough, and another thing is Smash would probably overshadow all the other ones. To be truthful. Probably true. So, you know. But yeah, I feel like Smash might be different enough for now because the communities haven't mixed a lot yet.
Right.
But, I mean, I just saw Ricky tweet, like, the new Smash looks really cool. Maybe I'll learn it. So who knows what'll happen.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. There are threads on Test Your Might about asking for particular commentators. Everybody wants 16-bit to go commentate.
I thought they got him already.
Did they announce it? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Oh, that's right. I remember seeing someone like, if you have to get him or it will be useless or something like that.
I would love it if they got him.
Yeah.
I think personally I think he's the best of the like native dedicated NRS scene guys.
Right.
I think he's really good, so I'd love to see him on there. That'd be super cool.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, so that's June 20th to 22nd, $7,500 prize pool. That's, you know, less than Smash.
Yes.
But still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of money up for grabs. So I know people are training up for Injustice now. People, even in some cases, who haven't loved the game. Maybe they prefer Mortal Kombat or they prefer Killer Instinct, but they're definitely training up again. So
and if they get Killer Instinct, I know a ton of people who are going to be practicing that. Yeah. So, which actually reminds me. I mean, let me ask you, Pete. I don't know if you saw my tweet earlier. I have the ability to obtain an Xbox One for less than $400.
What weird phrasing, but okay, go ahead.
So, yeah, I know, right? It totally sounds like I'm stealing
it.
Buying it out of the back of a van.
Right.
Coworker got it for going to a Microsoft conference. They gave an Xbox One out to everybody who attended, which is crazy. But he doesn't want it.
Super crazy.
I know, right? So he doesn't want it, so he's willing to sell it to me for a cheaper price. So if I pay a less amount of money and never use the Kinect, does that kind of count as me not buying it, or have I totally supported it anyway?
I don't think you supported it anyway, because it's a resale. They're not getting any money out of it.
That's true, huh? And so the other thought process I had is if it still counts as a sale, if I buy the Xbox 360, record an unpacking of it, where I take out the Kinect and smash it with a hammer and hope it goes viral, that would even be a bigger statement.
That would be hilarious. Can we put that up on our YouTube channel?
No, I'll put it up on World Star Hip Hop. This is what I think of your Kinect. No, yeah.
That would be hilarious. Seriously.
Oh man.
I would. I've always said I'd like to try KI. I don't think it'd be like my game necessarily, but I would totally try it if it were out for 360 or PS3 or something that was more accessible to me.
Because I mean, I can't lie. I really want to like mess with the game.
Yeah.
I want to try it some more. So yeah.
That's cool, dude. Let me know what happens with that.
Okay. If that's the case, I may have an Xbox One tomorrow if I decide to get it. Yeah,
okay.
So
all right. Well, let me know.
What happens? Yeah.
So other tournament stuff. Topanga World League.
Yes.
We talked about last week.
Yes.
But the news has come out that it's going to be only viewable in Japan.
That's so crazy.
I don't understand it at all. Because people are going to restream.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
So there are people who won't have watched it anyway, all right? They're not going to pay for it regardless. But there are people who will pay for it. And those people now cannot give money to Topanga League. They wanted to.
Yep.
They wanted to pay money. And they can't. They literally cannot do it, which is bizarre. I don't know why you would set that up if you're Topanga League or Nico Nico or whatever. That's just
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that at all. So yeah, somebody says World League only available in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know what? I wonder if that means
Big
they're gonna
kahuna, man.
Are they gonna try to put out like a DVD or something, or pay for VODs or something like that?
Could be.
Or something, I don't know, because that would be kind of sad if that was the case.
I'll probably have already watched it.
Yeah, I know, right, dude? It's not gonna be hard for.
No, it'll be on YouTube next day maybe.
Yeah, and not only that, but on the day that it's streaming. I'm sure there's secret channels that'll have like restreams and stuff like that. Yeah. So
I think that's too bad. There's a lot of money involved in the Topanga League, and they could use all the money they can get to recoup their costs. I don't understand.
And I want to root for Eduardo, man.
Right, I know. Yeah.
I want to get hyped for Eduardo. Oh man.
I 100% agree. So I think that's too bad.
Yeah.
I think that's really too bad. So other news, Super Arcade.
That's right. Super Arcade got the Kickstarter funded.
They totally funded that Kickstarter to the tune of $44,000,
which is awesome. And I know Watson. I talked with him a little about it, and he's just like he's flabbergasted right now. He said it's going to be the first time in a long time he's going to get any sleep. I think ever since they started the Kickstarter, he's just been like a ball of stress. Even when they're like 98%.
Yeah.
I'm sure the thought in his mind is like, that's it. It's done.
He even said that. Yeah, he even said, until it's actually funded, I don't believe it.
Yeah. So now it's been funded. So shout outs to him. That's awesome. Still 24 days to go.
It's very long to go. It's only halfway done. Yeah. And they have $45,000. There's a stretch goal now where they're trying to get an actual sign up on it. Neon sign in the front. The current one is breaking down. Yeah, has been for some time, and he wants to get it now with their updated logo, and which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic. I mean, let's hope it does really well. Really cool thing though. I was actually talking to Fubar Duck asking about Arcade UFO. If you guys don't know, Ryan Harvey is the guy who runs it. And I was asking him how his arcade does, and he says it's profitable. So dude, we still have a chance here for all these arcades to stay alive, and I think if we can just do that, and I know Jason Wilson has an arcade. Mm-hmm. Someone even emailed us a while ago talking about wanting to start a brand new arcade and stuff like that. So, arcades can live. They just have to change. They have to catch up to the times. I've said it before. The days of crowding arcades and machine games into an arcade are over because it's more fun to play at home now. So now it just has to be a great environment to go to.
Ryan's Arcade is getting a new Street Fighter 3 Third Strike machine.
What?
Yeah, it's growing in popularity. So that they're getting new players for Third Strike. So he's got to get a new one, a secondary.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Nice. That
Good
is
job,
really
Austin.
cool. Yeah,
Austin,
yeah.
Texas.
That is really cool.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely am cool with that. Yeah, so good job to Super Arcade for meeting that. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the new place is. It's not going to take that long.
Well, it's going to start after Evo.
After Evo. Yeah. I mean, I guess I would have thought that it would take like a year or something, but it seems like it's going to be a much shorter time scale.
Dude, I bet you 90% of the time is just going to be to tear apart that bathroom, dude.
Oh my god, yeah.
Holy crap.
Bring in the hazmat
It's funny,
unit.
like, someone I know who has never been to Super Arcade, who's just saw the Kickstarter,
Yeah.
visited the bathroom, right? And when he came out, he was like, my god, that bathroom is terrible. And I'm like, you don't even know. It's like 90% better than how it used to be.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point in time before it was cleaned again, like, nobody would just go in there. Like, it was just locked. And no one would ever, like, no one spoke of it.
Right, yeah, dude, seriously.
Yeah.
There was a time when, like, arcade cabinets were just in front of it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like, didn't even bother. You would go outside to the Jack in the Box for the bathroom, or you would just, like, run around the building and go into the alleyway if you just had to pee.
Yeah.
Just to avoid, like, seriously, a back alley was better.
Yeah.
There were substances on that floor that, who knows?
Oh, man.
But anyway, it's not that bad anymore, and I'm looking forward to seeing it in a more reputable state.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the pictures that he put up I think are really interesting looking.
Yeah,
I'd love to see like TVs everywhere and have like this cool ceiling stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about it is, I mean, he's literally streaming 5 days a week, right? And so it makes sense that he's going to set it up so that there's actually a broadcaster booth, you know, set up and stuff like that, instead of just having it, you know, kind of in the middle of stuff like that. And he's going to make it so people can watch above and all. So there's a lot of cool things there. So, yeah, I'm super excited for that. I'm super happy for Watson because I know he's been struggling a lot with that. So.
He really has. So.
Yeah.
That is good news. Other news. Let's see. How do you want to pronounce this? You can say it. The new Guilty Gear character.
Oh, you're making me say it. So Ramlethal.
Ramlethal.
Yes, Ramlethal.
Whatever. Ramlethal Valentine.
Playable in the next.
Yeah. I saw a video where somebody demonstrates all of her moves. I don't know what to say about it.
I haven't seen the video yet. I had it opened up. I just haven't watched it. But she's the bad guy of the game, the boss of the game, and now she's going to be playable. So that's really cool. I hope more characters, man. Johnny, come on.
You know that there will be more characters.
Yeah.
It's too few.
Yeah, I can't wait. And it's really funny because, I mean, just speaking of Guilty Gear Xrd in general, dude, like, every time I talk to people, everyone's just like, you know, like, there's so much hope being put on this game right now. And it scares me because they just released that Zato 1 video of the unblockables again. And
by the way, have you noticed how everybody calls him Eddie?
Well, it's because he was Eddie forever.
I know, but, like, whenever I see anybody talking about him on Twitter, it's always like, oh, check out this Eddie video.
Yeah.
Nobody says Zato.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I saw that where he gets the safe jump unblockable setup. How ridiculous! But apparently you can backdash YRC to get out of it.
Okay.
You spend 25 meter, I guess, and I guess you can backdash your
extend your invincibility or something.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what it means, but yeah, I guess you can do that. Just seems like just a bad design, honestly. Like why is there a low?
Zato, I mean, the fact that he gets to lock you down with that drill should have been good enough.
Right?
Like don't make it.
He has overheads or lows by himself, right?
And he flies.
Presumably.
He flies. It's not like he has to jump and like aim or whatever. He's just like oh, here comes my unblockable safe jump. Yeah, so
I don't know. There's that, but everybody who's played it has such effusive praise for it.
And you know what still gets me crazy is that I think it's the most beautiful looking game right now, right?
You assume.
And all we've had is really, really crappy phone footage and stuff.
I assume it's beautiful.
But
I don't know.
When Markman said he went to Japan and he would stare at the arcades, he said, like, the videos do not do this game justice. He's like, it is so beautiful in person.
He said it's like watching a cartoon. Yeah. It's like just a straight up cartoon.
It looks so good that I feel like this could be the future of Japanese animation CG style. Like, you could just make an anime CG and then make it look like that, and it would just be like the most fantastic thing ever. So
I could totally see that.
Yeah, so I mean, that's how good this technology is. Like, I haven't seen anything to this level
You think they should like license it out to like motion picture houses and stuff?
Because the thing about it is now you can actually have anime characters like pan around them and do crazy things to them.
Oh, that would be so sick, actually.
Yeah, so it'd be really sick, but in any case.
Yeah, that would be cool. She's out. I don't know. She looks... I mean, I don't know. She looks dumb, but like I think every character that development house comes out with is pretty stupid looking.
Come on, Bedman, dude.
Oh my god, Bedman. But who cares about that? It doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't know how effective she is. I just don't know enough about it yet. So.
Yep.
Lots of hopes being pinned on that game for sure.
There was something else that came up that I wanted to talk about that I completely forgot now. I can't remember.
Oh, did you want to talk about the teams thing?
Oh,
the players and teams
so
thing?
there's a couple more movements on that.
Okay. What's going on?
So obviously, Chris G, who's been repping Gamester Gear, apparently has now officially been signed. So because I asked before and they said that it wasn't official, but now apparently it is official now. So,
okay.
So yeah, he's part of Gamester Gear now. So a lot of people wondering where Chris G would have landed, and there he goes. And then apparently just earlier today, Tampa Bison said he'll no longer be part of EMP. So EMP, they just lost K-Brad, they just lost Tampa Bison. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, maybe they need to start building a team in France. I don't know.
Nice.
You
know. What a just ridiculous situation. No, good job, Tampa Bison. I hope that he finds something that is good for him.
Yeah.
Some good situation. and he's certainly a very talented player.
Yeah, and honestly, his Twitter's pretty dang funny right now.
Really?
He's doing like this 1,000 rules of online scrubs. And
I have seen that.
Yeah, Mike Ross has like retweeted every single one of them. Yeah. They're actually pretty fun. So yeah, they're pretty funny.
That's cool.
Yeah, so he's cool. He's cool.
He's a nice guy, too.
See, it's another one of those situations again. See, I mean, we talk about this all the time. Like players, just more players on the rise. More players on the rise. That makes me happy.
Very, very good player.
Oh, there was something else I wanted to talk about.
Did you want to talk about this?
We can. That wasn't what I was thinking of, but we can talk about it if you want to.
Okay, well, maybe we want to take a break.
Yeah, let's take a quick
that.
break and we come back.
Okay, we'll get back to this apparently very requested topic.
Yeah, okay. Be right back.